Welcome back. We are here yet again in beautiful San Diego for another episode of Under Contract. As you all know, I am super, super excited every day I have an opportunity to sit down and talk biz with local business owners, individuals who are moving and shaking in the community, who are making a big impact. And today I have a special guest on. He is a man of many talent. His wife is here as well, but she's behind the scenes today. But they together have done multiple businesses. They have such a presence in the community. And I really wanted to bring him on today so that you could hear about his story, his journey, his why. Because as I've said before, we all have a story and it would be selfish not to share it. So today we have Louis Price of Equal California Apparel on Instagram. The company name is Equal Apparel. And the name alone, Louis, speaks volumes. Equal Apparel.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate
So tell me, I love the name of your company because in this day and age,
Yes.
equal is a big thing,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And I suffice it to say, you probably named the company a long time ago.
Yes.
So walk me through why Equal Apparel?
Well, you know what? Everybody is equal, right? First off. Also, you want to feel good when you step out the house, when you wake up. You want to just feel yourself.
Yeah.
So I thought of being in fashion. Why not? Because when I put something on, or if I want to go somewhere, I want to feel great. So
You want to look the part,
there
right?
you go.
You do.
There you
So you guys are now, how many years are you in the making?
Man, we've been in the making almost 10 years
Yep.
plus. I got serious 2023.
Why did it take you that long? What prompted you to get serious?
Well, I had a relationship with my father before he passed away, and he was always telling me, "Hey, get into this, get into that. I love to see you in this. I love you see you." It's just the passion that I had, and he's seen it in me. And actually, when he passed away, that's when I got serious about it.
Yeah.
So,
And now I know your wife mentioned something that she kind of pushed you and prodded you along to do this.
yes,
I know
yes,
sometimes, in life, we'll have the birthing of an idea,
yes,
but we don't follow through with it as quickly as we should.
that is
And
correct.
I feel like the good Lord will tell us, okay, I'm opening this door for you over here. I need you to walk through the door.
You sound just like her.
Okay. He won't make
Literally.
you walk through the door, but he'll open the door for you so that you can
Yes.
start walking through and he'll meet you there.
Mhm.
So tell me a little bit, because your background is so colorful. It is so colorful with entertainment, acting. Your dad was heavily involved in
Yes.
the entertainment
Yes.
business. You have an edible company. You're a
Yes.
man of many entrepreneurial roles. So who influenced you the most? How did they all come together and say, this is what you're going to do, Louis? Like today, this is what I want you to do. Take all of these experiences, all this business, everything your dad did. How did that all come to be?
Well, I kind of listened. I stopped thinking that I know it all. So,
Ooh, that's a
you know
line
what I
right
mean? And
there.
once I kind of narrowed it down,
Yeah.
I kind of just went into what I like to do, and guess what? I'm here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So
yes,
what obstacles did you have to overcome? Because think about it, your dad was in the business, right? He was in
yes,
the entertainment business.
yes,
He always encouraged you to do fashion because that's just who you are. You're a fashionable guy. Every time you put something on, that just to me is showing up in a spirit of excellence, right?
yes,
Really
yes, it
taking
is.
pride in what you wear. So what obstacles presented themselves? Because there are entrepreneurs who are going to listen to this and going to watch this. What obstacles were you presented with, and how did you overcome them?
Well, it was a lot. I'll just narrow it down. Basically, I had different avenues to go down when I was younger, and I never accomplished them.
Mm,
I always started something and never finished.
yeah.
So as I got older, I started to understand the things that I would love to do. It was already in front of me.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. I was actually not listening to my angels or my guides
Yeah.
guiding me through the path that I was supposed to be on.
Right.
And once I found that path, I just went forward.
So, in this day and age, there are so many different things going on with DEI,
Mhm.
right? And the diversity, the exclusion, all of that, right, is
Yes.
going on
Yes.
right now. If there's a young person of color out there right now that has hopes and dreams, whether they're Asian, whether they're Hispanic, whether they're African American, they too have dreams of being a
Yes.
business owner. They too want to know that the American dream can be achieved. What would you say to them if they have any aspirations of starting a clothing line or starting their own edible company or even being an entrepreneur?
Just start.
Yeah.
no matter where you are,
Sound like God. Just start.
just start.
Yeah.
Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you have some type of goal or passion,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
You cannot let anybody else dictate your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Did you have a good support system while growing up? I know your dad was a big influence in
you
your
know
life.
what? I did. And then I strayed away from that because I thought I knew it all. And so I had a rough back,
Yep.
upbringing.
Talk
That
about
is,
that. Talk about that
um,
because this is America.
first off,
This is what we all go through.
yes.
We have a background that made us what could be perceived setbacks. You turned it around.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was actually running the streets, gang banging and doing the average kid stuff and going in and out of prison and doing that. And after 2005, I said, forget it.
This is your story right
This is
here.
it.
Prison
Time to
time.
quit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that kind of took me from the bottom all the way to the top.
Look at you.
So
You didn't let that define you.
not even a little bit.
Wonderful. So let's dig a little bit deeper there because there are people there who have a past.
Yes.
We all have a past.
Yes.
And we can get stuck in our past and not grow, or we can allow that past, even though it was painful and it may have hurt family members, it may have hurt
Yes.
you, hurt
Yes.
relationships, but you took it and said, "Nuh-uh, no, 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 not today. We're going to move forward and I'm going to come out of this and become something."
Yes.
Right?
And that's what I felt.
Right. So where did you get your strength from? Because there's so many people that are going to be listening to this saying, I don't have it in me anymore. I don't have the wherewithal. How did you rise above that? Aside from believing in yourself and knowing there was a better life, how did you rise above?
Looking at everybody else's trials and tribulations, and I did not want to go through.
Yep.
And also my grandmother. She always gave me the strength and the power to move forward.
Wow.
So she just always told me, hey, if you want to do it, do it. You know what I mean? Don't look backwards, just look forward. And I had to grab that from her and I just ran with it. And,
When did that moment hit you? When you said, whoa, here it is. It's either now or never.
you know what? It hit me right before COVID.
Wow. So about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Right before COVID, I was actually starting my edible company around that time. And my grandma, she was like, you know what? Don't look at what's going on in the world. Look at what you got going on in front of you.
Don't get distracted by the circumstances. We had this conversation the other day.
Go.
You're not doing it for the likes.
Exactly.
Okay. And then what
Exactly.
happened?
And after that, I found the passion because I like to bake.
What?
So yeah,
He likes to bake. Look at you. We've got another feather in your cap.
there
Okay.
you go. My wife was like, you know what? Well, let's try to do something with that.
Yeah.
So I made like 1,000 brownies, 1,000 Rice Krispie treats.
You're telling the wrong person because I'm going to hit you up.
Oh my gosh, I did it.
Hit you
I
up.
went out there and I sold out.
What?
And that right there kind of opened up my brain to, you know what, let's make it a business. Let's really do this. This is what I love to do. And here I am.
Just a creative person.
Yes.
Right. So other than just start, right?
Mhm.
Do you ever see yourself being in a mentorship role for those who are up and coming that want to be in a business, that want to have their own business?
Yes,
Yeah.
I thought of doing that, and I want to start a class, like a networking class.
Yeah.
At least, you know
Yeah.
what I mean, just to start off, because people don't want to have that forefront to talk about it. Let's get them there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why not?
So somebody said something to me the other day about entrepreneurship, that it's a spiritual journey.
Yes, it is.
Would you say that is accurate?
is.
And
Yes,
why
it
would you say it is accurate?
Only because God places certain things on you that you can't handle, and you know what I mean. Like literally, it's not going to be super heavy if He gave it to you. You just got to know how to navigate through it and just go forward.
I always tell my friends who are entrepreneurs that if you're a believer and a follower, being an entrepreneur is the most faith-based thing you could do in your life because you have to lock in. You have to walk by faith. You
Yes.
cannot walk by sight. You have to literally say, I don't understand this, God. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but I'm trusting you.
Yes.
And I feel like as believers, that is the most beautiful place for us to be because it does require us to stay on our knees and say, okay, God,
Yes.
I submit this to you.
And you
Right.
know what? I did that, and I met this one gentleman. His name is Curtis.
Yeah.
He has a company called No Work, No Pay.
No work, no pay. I love it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Not working.
You're not
I
gonna get paid. Yeah.
He had a mobile store.
Okay.
And
Like phones.
no clothing.
Whoa.
It's a
Okay.
mobile clothing store.
Oh wow.
I seen him in traffic, and we met each other, and we mashed, and that actually helped me to open up and like, you know what? I can do this on my own as well.
Wow.
And once we started, I moved moved on, and now I'm here in San Diego just thriving.
Wow. And where are you originally from?
Originally from Venice, California.
Oof, part
Yeah,
of everything.
yeah, yeah.
Tell us one story that's the most profound that helped shape who you are today from growing up in Venice. Because Venice, for those of you who don't know, Venice Beach is a very
Yes,
colorful
yes,
community.
very
And I
diverse.
mean anything goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I had a high school friend of ours. We're going to school. He got robbed at school.
Like at school.
At school,
Okay.
came to our house and he had a gun on him. He'd started to play Russian roulette
Oof.
and he killed himself.
Oof.
And that kind of opened me up to like, you know what, this is not the life for me. I
Yeah.
need to really
This is not a
figure it out.
game. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So once I seen that, I kind of strayed away, and then I started doing other things,
Yeah.
and here I am to talk about it.
So if you could talk to your younger self, if you could
Mm,
write a letter to yourself, dear younger Lewis, what would you say?
don't stop giving the world a chance. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Basically, just don't stop doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just keep going, and you got this.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you have any regrets?
No,
Yeah.
nope. I'll do it all over again.
All over again the same way.
Mhm,
I love that because
mhm.
it's who we are,
Yes, ma'am.
right? And that's God created us. He knew us before we were even in the womb.
Yep.
So everything about us is perfect according to him.
That
So
part.
why would we come change everything? That's the problem. You said it a couple of times. You got in your own way,
Yep.
right? You thought you knew it all, right? And I feel like anybody in business, anybody in this world that's trying to do something
Mhm.
and to be the best that we get in our own way.
Yes.
Whether
All
it's
the time.
thinking about it too much,
All the time.
analysis paralysis, whether it's, oh my God, these thoughts, or you aren't good enough, you can't write. How do you deal with that? Because we're human.
Well, you know what? I have a great wife and a support system to actually,
Hey
you know what
now.
I'm saying? Like to, all right, you gotta write this down.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
You should do this. Think about this. And you know what I mean? Certain things that I didn't have in my forefront, she had it.
Yeah.
So it's
And you
just,
guys are a true partnership.
yes, man, that's my soulmate.
So tell me a little bit about the clothing line. So tell me about, I mean, yes, you want everybody to feel equal and great. So what is it about the clothing line that makes it a little different? I know you have hats, you have t-shirts, and where can someone find the clothing line?
Right now, we just opened up another store. It's in what is it called? North County Mall.
Okay.
And this Friday will be open
Okay.
to the public.
Okay. North County Mall. Okay. This Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
I started off doing like vendors at Kobe Swap Meet,
Farmers markets.
farmers
Yep.
markets, yes. Also gas lamp as well.
Yep.
And once I kind of felt that I can do this, then I just moved forward. And also our clothing brand is not just a regular clothing brand. It's very high end. If you want to have an essential, you can have an equal.
Yeah.
You want a Prada, you can have an equal. So it's,
Ooh, I
it's
like
really
that.
out there. So
If you want it essential, you can have it. Oh, I like that. That's good. So what would you say your mission statement is?
my mission statement is to actually feel good about yourself. And if you have to put it on to feel good about yourself,
Do it.
why not?
You're speaking my language because that's why I buy the clothes that I do. And you know what? Even if it sits in the closet for a minute, the fact that I have it to put it on,
There you
thank
go.
you God for another day of life. That's A. And thank you God that I have nice things to wear.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
And because it's a statement, it's a reflection of your personality. It says who you are with confidence, right?
Yes.
And like I said, equal is such a powerful word, and we need so much equality today. We need it so much. So
Yes.
why wouldn't you represent by wearing the brand,
There
right?
you go.
So with your apparel, obviously, I saw the t-shirts, I saw the baseball caps.
Mhm.
What else? Because I know it's custom for you. You make everything because it's
Yes.
customized. What else do you have?
We have hats, we have hoodies, we have jackets, we have stacked jeans, stacked sweats, we got short sets, we got a little bit of everything. I design everything.
And they're unisex, so they can go either.
Yes.
Yeah, women and men can both
Yes.
wear it.
Women and
Wonderful.
men, children, kids, we got it
You
all.
got it. What
Yes.
about pets, like dogs?
You know what? We're starting our own dog line right now. We're gonna do like collars and bow
Oh,
ties and stuff like that.
I love it. All right, so you have a little bit of everything because you know the trends right now. Everybody, even women, are wearing baggy. Like everything's baggy right now.
Yes.
You know, and the oversized and the comfort.
That's
Yeah,
what I was going to tell you. We do have an oversized line right now,
okay,
and I'm creating everything.
wonderful.
So
You're a chef. You like to cook. You've got
Yes.
an edible company. You've
Yes.
got the apparel company. You
Yes.
were an actor. Tell
Yes.
us a little bit about your dad and his involvement in the entertainment business and some of the things that you did there, because this all leads up to this today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, as a child, I used to go to the studio with him and be in Studio A while he's in Studio B, just doing his thing. And as I started learning the drums. So I'm like, you know what? I could do this too as well. So I started doing the drums. And after that, it was like, what else can you do? I
Wow. You
start
didn't
just,
limit yourself. Okay.
so I started putting a pen to the pad, and
Wow.
went from that. And then I strayed away.
Yeah.
Now I'm back.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yes.
So what do you see happening on the other side of this? Do you see any what's in the future for Equal Apparel?
Equal Apparel, you know what? I'm thinking of different commercials right now because
Wow.
I do I make music as well.
Okay.
So I forgot about to say that, you know what I mean?
That's
But
another
yeah.
I mean, Lewis, it just keeps going on and on. You're a true entrepreneur.
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
yes. So
Wonderful.
I just see this in a actual store everywhere, really.
Yeah.
I don't see it limited.
Do you see an athlete representing your brand?
Actually, I just met one today,
Who? Okay, you can't say who, but are they what sport?
football.
Good.
So we're going that route.
Well, I had a guest on here. He's a kicker for the NFL, and I could
Mm.
probably connect you guys. But I feel like I see musicians wearing your brand. I
Yes.
see athletes wearing your brand. I see this being going down the line. So, if there are 3 things you could encourage that young entrepreneur watching today, other than just start, given what you've been through, all of your experiences, what would you advise them to do?
Listen, be quiet. That's for one. For two, if you have something, do it. Don't stop. Don't let nobody else deter you from that because that's not their dream. It's yours.
Amen to that.
And for three, let go and let God. Keep
Ooh.
God first.
Ooh.
That's really actually the number one.
That
But
let go, let God. Okay, those 3. Okay.
yes,
So, in your perfect world of business, and you have storefronts and athletes are wearing your line, would you do any spin-off companies off of this, or is the clothing line what you're really sinking into right now?
actually, I will do a spinoff because we do have family members that's thriving as well
Mhm.
in the same industry. So why not bring them right along with me?
Bring them up.
So
Yeah,
why not?
bring them up.
Yep.
Well, if someone wants to get a hold of you, aside from the North County Mall, do you
Yes.
have an actual store in there?
Yes.
Okay, and what is it
What
next?
is it called again?
What is it next to? Cultured Expo, okay.
Yes.
So it's at the
Yes.
North County, okay. And where can they find you on social media? Where can they find you as a website? Where can people find you?
Right now, the website is down because I'm doing new things for the website.
You're ramping it up.
But yes, you can also find me on Instagram. It's Equal California Apparel.
Okay.
I'm doing a Twitter now, so and also I'm gonna start my YouTube. So we're actually just getting ready for a lot of new stuff. So just you can find me on Instagram at Equal California Apparel. DM me for different things.
Okay,
Could do.
wonderful. And the fact that you came from where you were, the background, gangs and the
Yes.
childhood, you know, do you feel like that truly do you feel like that's not only part of it's obviously part of who you are, but would you would you go back to that young Lewis and start over again, or would you do everything exactly the way you did it?
I think I would start it
Yeah.
now that I have the knowledge
Yep.
to know where I'm supposed to be.
Yep.
I would still do that.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come out here. You guys, this is all about supporting the community, supporting small businesses, bringing awareness to entrepreneurs who are making a difference in the community. And clearly, Lewis and Equal California Apparel on Instagram, but Equal Apparel is the name of the company. Check out their clothing, check out the t-shirts, I mean,
Yes.
the hats. There's so many cool
And
things that
we
you're
have a
making.
new crop line coming out.
Oh,
So
wow.
for females and males, so it
Yeah.
has to be equal. If you like it, you want it, it's
Unisex.
yours.
It can go both ways. That's
Yes, it
wonderful.
can.
Okay, perfect. I will have all their information. You guys can direct message me as well. As always, San Diego, we love you. Try to make it a good day today and peace out. Have a good one.